Welcome back to Cory in the Studio. On deck tonight, we've got Adrian, Norman, Josiah, Chance on the Doge Sheba, and special guest John Love. Challenge song for tonight, Stranger in Moscow by Michael Jackson. Let's get to it.
So if we can get that hour-long clock on the screen, and here we go with the main challenge. So, what do you guys think?
We should all try to play it together.
Yeah, I could definitely
through
play
the
with drums, I
chords.
think.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
How does it feel? How does it feel now? How does it feel when you're alone and you're cold inside?
Bridge 1.
Like strangers in Moscow. Lord have mercy.
Again. That actually was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
Solid, man.
That was spicy.
I think we could get it
was
together
pretty good.
in like 2 more takes.
That was pretty good.
And then we would still have half the time to...
Layer
Do
on
vocals.
stuff and
Yeah.
vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got time.
Okay.
Chance, you're scaring me.
Just do it.
I was wandering in the rain, feeling insane, swift and sudden fall from grace. Sunny days seem far away. How does it feel? Does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel?
Minor here.
When you're alone and you're cold inside.
Instrumental.
Sick. How are you guys feeling?
So far, this has been a vibe.
Heck yeah.
Vibing like you wouldn't believe.
I was thinking I could do the front line and you could do the echo, and then we'll flip it on the other, and then that'll take you into the bridges.
Cool.
How does it feel? 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 When you're alone and you're cold inside.
Instrumental.
Do Who's There? That would be sick.
Chorus.
Like a stray.
It's high. There is another way we could do it where it's
Just
not.
modulate down. Right
No, we could do it more of a head voice thing and make it more of a vocal effects thing. I think Tame
True.
Impala did that when Tame Impala covered it. Did you know Tame Impala covered Stranger in Moscow? It's so good.
Like stranger in Moscow. Lord have mercy. Like stranger in Moscow. Lord have mercy.
Bridge 2.
We're talking danger. We're talking danger, baby. Like stranger in Moscow.
1.
That's okay.
Over.
But that one was good.
Time.
Nice.
Dude, that was
Nice.
sick.
That was fun.
So Josiah has to run. Now I'm gonna unplug myself, and they're gonna interview John. And let's get the timer back up.
Tell me about how you got into playing the bass.
I started playing the bass. First time I ever touched a bass was in 8th grade. and a brother of a friend of mine had a bass that they were not using at the time. They said, "Hey, borrow this until I need it back." It was a purple, cheap Ibanez. And I noodled on that for a while. My freshman year, I met Adrian, first day of school.
Hello.
I would go over to Adrian's house. This is after a few months of being friends, and jam on whatever I could comprehend off of Ultimate Guitar Tabs. And
Same.
Same.
the summer of 2014, when I got a message from Adrian that, hey, there's this band who needs a bass player. You should try out with me. I just played with them. They're super cool. Check them out. Their name is Hate Drugs. I bought an Ibanez the next day. The same Ibanez. This one red. Her name was Cherry. And I really knew not much other than what a fifth and an octave were on the bass. But David, everybody in the band was super helpful in guiding me through what to play. Tell me what to play and I'll play it. And that's how the game was for a year or so until I got proficient enough to go out on my own. And now here we are almost 9 years later. And I can tickle the bass a little more.
Also,
John
Liz,
is being modest, and that's
Thanks,
that.
y'all.
All right,
We
we
played
can move
another
on to
band,
the
too.
next one.
John, tell me about some of your influences.
It's really hard for me to pin down musical influences because they just have been so many and so many places in between. But I would say some early influences that still stick with me today would be like the Eagles.
Okay.
Johnny Cash, Ray Charles. Those are some people I listened to in my childhood that I still listen to today. More recently, some influences, I would say Bon Iver is a big influence of mine. The 1975.
Very nice. Do you have any specific musical influences that relate to the bass guitar, out of curiosity? Or are you fairly go with the flow, play by feel?
I would say I do have a style of playing that I tend to lean towards. I don't know if I could name what influences. A lot of music I like the bass in, but I don't necessarily go out of my way to research the bass player, look into their style of playing. But I think just cumulatively through the years have picked up little bits and pieces of everything that all the artists that I've said and many more, and just honed in what I like. I think mostly I play for feel. Mostly I play for the groove. I love to play on the back end of the beat. I love to let the one come in on the offbeat. And I really love end of the chord progression fills.
All right, the 20 minutes is over. I've had a chance to mix it down. It's not quite where I want it yet, but let's see where it's at.
How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel when you're alone and you're cold inside?
nice.
Yeah.
Hey there. We don't usually do this, but we have a few announcements we'd like to share with you.
First off, if you'd like to hear the finished version of this track, click here.
Next, if you'd like to support the show, we're launching a brand new members-only site through Patreon.
Check out our crazy antics in the Uncensored Members Only Aftershow.
We've been preparing a library of extra content for our members who support the show, and we'd love to see you over there.
And last but certainly not least, we're going to be doing the show live starting tomorrow.
That's right, you can now catch Cory in the Studio live Sundays at 6 p.m.
Clear your schedule.
We'll see you there.